Dr. Matthew Schneider, professor and chair of the English department at High Point University, recently published a new book entitled The Long and Winding Road from Blake to the Beatles. The book, released in June 2008, traces the literary, cultural, and musical links that tie the Beatles to their poetic precursors.
In my book, The Long and Winding Road from Blake to the Beatles, I try to answer what, for me, is the most enduring mystery about the band, and that is their extraordinary longevity. Really, no one in the history of popular culture, almost no one in the history of any kind of entertainment venue has had the longevity that the Beatles have had. The best-selling record album of the aughts, the period from 2000 to the end of 2009, was a Beatles album. Beatles One, which sold more than 11.5 million copies. And that's 30 years after the Beatles broke up. What could possibly account for that kind of longevity? My book traces what I call the deep roots of the Beatles, because my feeling is that in order to last as long as they have, they must have much deeper roots than they're normally given credit for having. Now, most people who talk about the roots of the Beatles talk about them and their debt to 50s rock and roll, to rhythm and blues of the late 1940s, and that's all very true, but I go back even farther than that, to some of the great 19th and very late 18th century English poets who established a powerful and informative tradition coming forward from that time. People like William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Robert Burns, William Blake. When I finished the manuscript of my book just before it was published, I bought a replica of Paul McCartney's famous violin-shaped Hofner bass. I've been playing Beatles tunes on the guitar and on the piano for about 30 years, and also on the bass, but playing that violin-shaped Hofner bass makes me feel like I really could be the fifth Beatle.
The book is available on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and other online booksellers, as well as directly from its publisher, PaulGraveUSA.com.